that being said, we won't delay anymore.
And now, it's time for the most watched, most talked about show on the Fairy Tale Network. Real talk with fairy tale players. The talk is real, the people are fictional, and the stories are, well, that's for you to decide. And now, welcome to the stage, your very own fairy tale players. And now, your host who needs no introduction, introducing the one and only Heidi Purpley.
Thank you so much. You're in for an extra special treat tonight as we explore the tale of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. As always, our band of fairy tale players will provide live reenactments of today's tale while I get the dirt directly from the guests. Our guests are none other than the Seven Dwarfs themselves. That's right, they are, in no particular order, Howdy, Rowdy, Wordy, Nerdy, Weepy, Creepy, and Hog. But I must warn you up front, each of these dwarfs tell a tale a little differently. One's a bit poetic, while another's a bit country. Another's a bit rock and roll, and so goes for the rest of them. But I know you're just gonna love them. So now, here's how our tale first. Please help me welcome up our first guest. This dwarf is a self-professed poet and a lover of literature. Please give it up for Wordy. Welcome to the stage, and thank you for coming.
No, I pray you, speak not of your thanks to me, for it is I who should be thanking you.
So you're a poet, are you?
Speak the truth. Without poetry, I've neither wit, nor words, nor word, action, nor utterance, nor the power of speech to stir men's blood.
Okay then, so tell us, how does the story begin?
'Twas deep upon a moonlit where thus our story beganest, where the noble queen was with child.
Hark, how soft and gentle the snowflakes doth fall upon the window sill.
The queen sat at her window to sew while watching the soft and gentle snow.
Hark, how soft and gentle the snowflakes doth fall upon the window sill.
No, you're telling it wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next guest, Rowdy. Thank you, Rowdy. Now tell us, how was Birdie's version of the story wrong?
Snow, man. It was midwinter. It wasn't some peaceful snowfall. No, it was epic. We're talking the most apocalyptic snow.
Well, would you look at all that snow out there? I haven't seen this much snow in all forever. It's a sight of apocalypse.
Now we're talking.
That's pretty cool.
That's because you heard it from me, Rowdy, Morpheus Rocks.
As I was saying, the queen sat at her window pondering what name should be given to her unborn child. The child she used to do would grow up to be the next queen and the fairest beauty in all the land.
Capriata, Bianca, Juliet.
No. She had to be thinking of better names than that. This girl's about to be a rock star for crying out loud.
Miley, Donna, Beyonce.
But she probably tired of thinking up such a million of monikers.
Oh, what's it? It's that which you call Rose by any other name as most sweet.
As the queen looketh up from her sewing and out the window at the softly falling,
Heavily called.
snow. And as she looketh up and out of the window, she pricked her finger upon a needle.
Oh my!
And there was blood everywhere.
Oh my, someone, anyone, please help me.
No. 'Twas but a single drop of her mother's blood that fell upon the snow.
Oh my.
And as she looked upon the dark red drop of blood juxtaposed against the pure white snow, she knew what name she should give to her unborn child.
Snow White.
Lovely, simply lovely. But I'm told we managed to show our time today. Sorry, no pun intended. So we must be moving. Joining us now is a very intellectual and a matter-of-fact dwarf that is like it is. Please welcome Nerdy to the stage.
Actually, quickly.
Boring.
Excuse me?
Come on, admit it. You're the boring one. You focus on the actual facts of the world. Everything can't be a documentary or reality TV, you know.
So what if it happens for reality and fiction? It's like she said, I just saw exactly how it happened.
Nothing but the facts here.
Whatever.
And the romantic, passionate, and sometimes dramatic, Weeby. Are you okay?
No.
I'm sorry, but what, may I ask, is the matter?
I know. She hates this part of the story.
For she is blessed with a heart 2 sizes too big. For Weepy is so full of heart that she weeps at the slightest wrongs and leaps at the simplest truths.
I see. So tell us, why do you hate this part of the story so much?
It's just so sad. Snowy was very born, but her mother tragically died in childbirth. I know, right? There was Snowy Falls, so happy as the birth of his child, yet grieved the worst griefs of all, losing the love of his life in childbirth. There he was, torn between sheer joy and utter sadness. Joy, sadness. And little Snow White had to grow up without a mother she would have loved dearly and did love dearly all of her life, even though she never knew them. They're both just so sad. However, the king was married. He married the most valiant, awfulest, wickedest woman that ever walked on earth. And little Snow White was just the fairest and kindest soul that had to grow up with this vile woman as her son. Oh, it's just so sad. However, it wasn't all that sad.
Uh-oh, here we go.
As a matter of fact, it wasn't so sad at all.
How so? What made Snow White's upbringing less tragic?
I know, she grew up to be beautiful.
She was beautiful, ever so beautiful as a shooting star blazing bright across the midnight sky, as beautiful as a rainbow that beams upon the horizon after an afternoon rainstorm, as beautiful as the newborn sun that melts the cold frost on the first day of spring, as beautiful as the...
Okay then. So she was beautiful. Go on. What was that like?
What was it like? Not much at first. It's what it became, I guess.
You mean like a rivalry was born?
Yes, a rivalry, exactly. Oh, what rivalry was indeed.
Okay, so tell us, what was that like?
That's a very good question, very good. We were impressed. I guess I would say, well, it's very much like beauty pageant.
And here they are, your finalists for Miss Fairest of them all, Snow White and the diabolically evil wicked queen.
And don't you forget it.
And now, in this final round, we ask both our lovely finalists the same single question. Snow White, we'll begin with you. If you could give up your own beauty for one thing, anything at all, what would you give it up for?
That's easy. If I could give up my beauty in exchange for anything, I would trade it for world peace.
Alright, she had her turn. Now it's my turn. What's my question?
As I mentioned, I'll be asking both finalists the same single question. So, evil queen, if you could give up your beauty for one thing, anything at all, what would you give it up for?
My beauty?
Yes, if you could even call it that.
What would I give it up for?
Yes, anything at all. What's more important to you than beauty?
I don't know.
5 seconds.
But that's an impossible question. What's more important than beauty?
2 seconds.
I would give it up for
And time.
ultimate power.
I'm sorry, your time has expired. And that completes our final round. And now while the judges tally our scores... Oh, the scores have already been tallied. Boy, that was quick. And now to announce the winner, Miss Fairest of them all, please welcome the magic mirror. And now without further ado, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
Snow White is the fairest by far. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Didn't seem like there was much of a contest.
It wasn't, but the evil queen so consumed with her own beauty that she won't let anyone steal her crown.
Okay then, so what happened next?
Oh, you just have to get, who to tell this part of the story. She tells it so well.
Very well. This next story was a bit of a mystery. She chooses to remain anonymous, so at her request, we've concealed her identity. Please welcome Creepy to the stage. So Creepy, we just learned that Snow White is the fairest of them all. What happens next?
Well, Harvey, that night was just like any other night. He was afoot. What I mean is, it was a dark and stormy night.
No, that's not enough. It was a dark and stormy
Blow, winds, crack your cheeks. Rage blow, you cataracts and hurricanes spout, till you have drenched our steeples, drowned the cars. You sulphurous and thought-executing fires, vaunt couriers of oak-cleaving thunderbolts, singe my white head. And do thou, all shaking to thunder, smite flat the thick rotundity over the world, crack nature's molds, all Germans spill at once, that make ingrateful man.
Yeah, what he said.
As I was saying, it was a dark and stormy night, and the evil queen had murderous plans.
How dare she? Why does she have to win my crown, steal my thunder? No one is fair to deny, no one. And for trespassing upon my claim, there's the fairest in the land. That little wretch, she shall pay. Oh yes, she shall pay dearly.
And so, the queen hatched an evil plot, for the skills task and all the team.
Come hither, hunter.
Yes, my queen. And my name's not Hunter. It's husband, James Hunter.
Husband was famous and feared throughout the kingdom for his particular set of skills. Skills he had acquired over a very long period. Skills that make him an enemy a nightmare for enemies of the kingdom. Queen knew when it came to offering your enemies, there's no one better than to do it. So she called for the huntsman and welcomed him into the family, so to speak.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't.
What does your highness desire?
I'm in need of your services. I need you to bring me the heart of a foul creature.
That I can do. There's neither man nor monster in the forest that can escape me.
So I am told. Are you loyal to me, huntsman? Will you bring me the creature's heart upon my request?
I give you my soul and vow. Name the creature and I'll bring you its heart, my queen.
Snow White.
The princess?
The princess.
Well,
Do you protest?
no, I would never. But the princess?
Yes, the princess. You just gave me your vow, huntsman, promising to bring me your heart. Now surely you, huntsman, of all my servants shall know the consequences of rescinding a vow given to the queen.
Yes, my queen, as I promised.
So the huntsman had a choice.
That's right. Queen took the vow and didn't realize he was making. And one he didn't have the heart to carry out.
Interesting. I want to hear more about that, but it's time to take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll hear more from Weepy, Creepy, Nerdy, Rowdy, and Nerdy as we welcome on the final two dwarfs to tell their side of the story. More to come after this brief message.
Someone ate all my porridge.
Someone ate my porridge.
Someone ate my porridge. It's all gone. Someone sat in my chair.
Someone sat in my chair.
Somebody sat in my chair. It broke into pieces.
Have you been victimized, injured on the job, or otherwise wronged by the remarks of others? I'm Little Red Riding Hood of the law firm Granny, Midas, and Hood, and we're on your side. We're here to get you the compensation you need for all your unhappily ever afters. While princessing the kingdom, I pricked my finger on the job and fell into a 100-year slumber. Luckily, the law firm from Granny, Midas, and Hood got me the compensation I need for all my lost time on the job.
When my sister and I were kidnapped and nearly eaten by an awful witch, Granny, Midas, and Hope were there to save the day.
They got us the settlement so big, now we can buy a gingerbread house on the very end. I got tired of everyone calling me an ugly duckling, so I went to Granny Midas and Hood for help. I filed defamation and libel suit on my behalf and made everyone who slandered my name pay the price for their wrongdoings. If you've been wronged, Granny Midas and Hood will work for you.
Granny, Midas, and Hood, now get your cash whether you deserve it or not.
joining us now, we have.
Wait for it. No. There it is. This one never misses a chance to tell no one.
Who's there?
Bob.
That's it. Guess I should have known you were Howdy.
No. You're supposed to say.
Oh, right. I got it. Bob Joe.
That's my name. Don't blurt it out.
You are Bob, the goofy one, right?
I know you are, but what am I?
Please, enough of this silliness. Are you or are you not Bob?
To be or not to be.
Very well. Bob it is.
Yeah, and Bob's your uncle.
So, Bob, when we last left our story, the Princess Snow White and the Huntsman, he was leading her away to her death. Is that right?
Kill her. He didn't even know what's the morning. You could hardly get her out of the catch. Here's how it all went down. This thing on.
Here we go.
So I just flew to New York, you see. My arms are so tired. Anyway, put this thing on. Anyway, while I was waiting for a cab, I see this huntsman talking to this princess, and he says to her,
You're not looking for a walk with me?
"Sure, where we go?"
Under there.
Where?
Wait, what? I don't get it.
You want to take her for a walk?
Yes, I know I got that much, but where is he taking her?
Under there.
Under where?
No. You guys know once, and that's more than enough. You want to take her to the dark, mysterious forest.
Come on, the horse waits.
The princess made cautious. After all, she had seen enough workplace awesome movies to know that going to the dark, mysterious forest was a very bad idea.
But I can't. I really shouldn't. After all, it's so dark and spooky and mysterious. And such awful things can happen. Haven't you seen any horror movies like that?
No, I've been too busy hunting.
You didn't see the big bad movie?
Nope.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No.
You did the Dread of Almost as Good as that?
No. Look, I know you're scared. But you needn't worry. You'll be with me. Anything out there I can handle. I'll keep you safe, my princess.
Still, Hudson wasn't saying much to ease the princess's fears.
But who knows what could be lurking out there? There could be lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
I know, it's practically full of dangerous beasts.
But finally, the brave huntsman realized what he had to do. He swept in and spoke to her gently, like a true hero, a man with sensitivity.
Look, I understand. There may be some that are scared. Maybe that you should fear. But you'll be with me. I'll keep you safe, my princess.
It was just what she needed to hear to calm her fears and win her trust.
So he convinced Snow White to go with him?
Yes, he did. Too bad he couldn't see her to her death. Oh, it's just so sad.
Oh my. It looks like we're going to need some time to compose ourselves here. So while we do that, let's bring on our final guest. Joining us now is the seventh and final dwarf. Please welcome to the stage the dwarf is more than just in the country, Howie. So, the Princess Snow White. When we last left her story, Huntsman was leading her away to her death, right?
Now wait a darn damn moment ago. Don't be grumpy just yet. You haven't heard my part of the tale yet.
I'm sorry, but I'm not quite sure what you mean by that.
And I mean that you're right. The husband was leading Mr. White out into the wild frontier. I wouldn't know this. Two good country folk out in the woods.
Boy, Hallie, I tell you what, Huntsman, my life ain't felt so free and easy as it does right now.
I tried telling you. There ain't nothing fair out here in these woods.
That's not what I said. I mean, you're right. Maybe I was scared at first, but that's only because I never been out here in the forest before.
Right there, then the husband was just one shot straight. Mr. White, I've been in the woods before.
Now wait just a darn minute. Can you tell me you ain't ever been in the woods before?
Sure enough, well, I've been cooped up with the awful stepmom line ever since I can even remember. And now seeing what it's like to be free of all that, I have half in mind to never go back.
Right, now about that.
What is it? Well, what is it? You got something to say, don't you?
I'm not supposed to let her.
You can't let me go back. Why is my nation can't you?
It's not that I don't want to. I'm under orders, you see.
Whose orders?
Why, your dad blames stepmom, of course.
I see. So you're gonna off me then?
Supposed to.
Supposed to? Well, are you or aren't you?
Supposed to. No, I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of this pickle.
So how do they know you've done your job?
I gotta bring your heart to the queen.
My heart? Now that's done right.
It is.
Say you brought back my heart to someone else. My stepmom thought would keep my heart from monkeys at home. You're a huntsman, aren't you? Go there and hunt out any creature you want. Bring back that heart.
Why, I never thought of that. I used to go out there and follow great beasts until the queen was you. Wait, what about you?
Well, I suppose I'll make it some way or another.
Never. I ain't leaving out here alone.
No, you go on. After all, you got me this far. I can take care of myself.
No, I insist. It wouldn't be right.
Sounds like they didn't have a choice.
They were in the big one, that's for sure, but they were out of options just yet. Because Miss Snow White was a nurse at that moment, doesn't mean she was some melody. Now she had more melody than y'all might be alive.
Look, you go on without me. You've got me this far. I can take care of myself. You just give me some pointers about how to face this while younger on my own, and I know I can handle whatever comes my way. You can count on that.
You for certain?
I guarantee it.
The Alexander shared all his knowledge about the forest to Miss Snow White and I had to face.
What about all the terrible beasts that live in the forest? Big bad wolves. Terrible beasts.
So he gave her his bow and showed how to use it. And he gave her his knife and showed her how to use that.
And he gathered some logs and showed her how to make a fire. And he showed her how to be brave and fearless in the face of the unknown.
And he taught her how to tell a killer knock-knock joke to save herself from danger.
Knock, knock.
She's there.
Quick,
Quick.
quick, look over there.
And thus having taught Snow White all that he could, the huntsman and the princess parted ways.
Thank you, good sir. Goodbye.
No, princess.
Party is such sweet celebrate.
Bravo, bravo. Give it up for our fairy tale players, everyone. It's time for another quick break, but when we come back, Snow will be all alone in the dark, mysterious forest. Will she be getting alive, or will the treacherous beast find her first? Find out after this brief message.
Hi, I'm Dee Wolf, and you don't know it yet, but I hope geese are happy ever after. Are you ready to change your fortune? Are you ready to exchange those rags for riches? You need to clean the house more, and I'm going to show you how. My techniques will be huffing and puffing your way to house riches in no time. That's right, my son, 10-step process. You have all the tools you need to start turning over profits left and right. Sign up at our upcoming seminar at bigbadhousekeepers.com and learn how you too can start flipping houses.
And we're back. So, in the last chapter of story, Snow White's been in the woods all alone all this time, right?
Yes, with all her very dark, mysterious woods.
So how did y'all end up meeting her?
Well, it was simple, really. As she wandered through the woods, as she wandered through the dark and mysterious woods, eventually she came upon her cottage.
And what? That's how you met?
No, we weren't having at the time, so she, seeing the cottage was abandoned, threw herself in.
Oh yes, I think I know this one. I saw it from where I was certain this is how I heard it.
Oh, wait, you're forgetting my favorite part of the story, the huntsman.
The part when he's all heroic!
He went full-on warrior action.
Master had slain great beasts, raised her to the evil queen. Treasures far and wide to take him upon great stags.
Oh, it wasn't a
How would you know?
Because at the huntsman went up to slay great beasts, and also on food stag.
What cub and any beast?
Blah, blah, blah. The huntsman didn't go out to slay any cool beast, he went to slay great beasts. That's the way I heard it, right from Snow White's lips.
Guardy is right. Those are great beasts. Today was the dark and mysterious forest. Not long came a boogeyman. It was
I'm gonna hear boogies!
No, it wasn't a boogeyman either. Tell me, the huntsman went out to slay great beasts.
You mean like a screaming banshee?
Oh, that's too annoying. Perhaps it was some mythical creature like a cyclops from the ancient stories of yore. Oh, that's too funny. What was epic? I thought the true world might be an epic poem. I like epic, not poetry. It wasn't a cyclops.
I know. It was a giant T-Rex. T-Rex's tiny arms. Giant T-Rex's tiny arms were bigger. Everyone can go to see it.
Oh, that's too silly.
What was it then?
Tell me, the huntsman went to slay a great beast, much worse than all those combined. This great beast was none other than the great blood-bearing swamp fairy.
And in this corner, the featherweight champion of the world, Huntsman. And his opponent, in this corner, the monsterweight champion of the world, the ferocious Swamp Ogre. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
Tyson versus Holyfield. This was Pat versus Mel. This was Yankees versus Red Sox. This was.
So I made last, Professor. So let's see what happens next. Oh, that's right. The next thing I will be me taking you to the Queen.
The Hatfields versus the McCoys.
Stop calling me rascal. This was my name for you coward.
Robert E. Lee.
I'm pressing my own front takes on 7. Rebel!
Macbeth versus Macduff.
He passed out in my head, signify thou canst divide the world.
Was I good at it? I have to confess upon my dead clothes.
You gentlemen, you can't go Wilson.
Away, Morty, get away!
I shall help myself to death with this bloody-headed monster.
Did you be coward?
I'm not you. No.
Mr. Sheedy!
One day, the husband gave the upper hand. And he knew that he couldn't give up position against such a great opponent. Turned his house on
What happened next?
Well, the husband, being brave and strong, and also, and the husband did that. He took that big bag over by the.
No, not in front of the kids.
Oh,
Let's just say he was just packed and he looked great and leave it at that.
Very well. Stay tuned. When we come back, so I make some. In the meantime, here's another word from our sponsors.
you tired of those same old hair care products that never work? Why fuss with all them other methods when you can have hair like this?
I'm Rapunzel, and I may only have several beautiful hair, but just like any girl, I have a few tricks up my sleeve to keep me looking as good.
Introducing Rapunzel's incredible hair extensions.
With just one click to have hair worthy of a princess.
With Rapunzel's incredible hair extensions, now I can really let my hair down.
So go ahead, girl, let your hair down.
Introducing Rapunzel's incredible hair extensions. Call for yours today at 1-800-WOW-HAIR. Now that's 1-800-WOW-HAIR. Now participating at our wall kiosk.
And we're back. So, Snow White, she's been in the little woods all this time. Right, the dark and mysterious woods. So how did y'all end up meeting her?
Well, it was simple really, because she went into the woods, the dark and mysterious woods. Right, as she went through the dark and mysterious woods, eventually she came upon a cottage.
And what? That's how you all met?
No, not exactly. We weren't home at the time, so she and the cottage was abandoned, by herself in.
Oh yes, I think I've heard this before, and I'm stopping from certain this is how I heard it told. She broke into your house, ate all your food, broke all your chairs, slept in all of your beds, and then awoke to find 3 angry bears standing over her. And then the bears chased her away.
Now that would have been classic. Exit pursued by bears.
No, stop. That's not how it happened. Think of the other story, the one with the blonde girl.
Oh, okay then, maybe I'm wrong, but you gotta admit, they're eerily similar.
True. Snow White did short home, but the other girls short home with bears. No, she didn't short. Instead, she took a little picture of her cottage and showed it a large and classy shape like this.
Today on this German century cottage, we document the restoration of a German century cottage that was found abandoned and extremely disheveled. Snow White, can you tell us what kind of problems you found when you moved in here?
It's a wreck. The roof is something awful, so you're gonna have to fix it completely. The plumbing is nowhere near code, so you have to strip that out and start all over again. Besides that, loads of cosmetic issues, like the outdated flooring, rotten paint on the walls, and the extremely unflattering door. But don't you worry, we got it fixed up in no time.
We know you will. And what kind of improvements do you have in mind on top of all that?
We gotta restore the countertops. I'm thinking marble, maybe granite. If there's time, we'll tackle the landscaping too.
Okay, Snow White, I'll let you get back to the sprucing up the place. In the meantime, back to you, Heidi.
Okay, thank you. It seems we're getting a bit off track here. And we're getting us to the part where y'all meet the princess. Which one of you can tell me about that?
Well, Heidi, it went a little something like this. Snow White had been there for it seemed like days. Tidying, cleaning, tidying. It was only a few hours, of course. Who's counting? When in walked the first pair of legs she's ever laid eyes on. It was a dwarf, of course, and one of the most mysterious birds.
It was her.
Yeah, it was me. What's it to you? Something might just build my cover. Seeing as Snow White strode into the joint, she did what came naturally. She hid. I had the feeling I was being watched, so I came to join it. Just as I was about to end my search, Snow White came out of hiding.
Hello? Well, where did you come from? I was hiding under the table.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I answered.
I'm your guest.
But I'm hiding here.
But I'm your princess.
Princess Janet. Princess Janet, it doesn't matter who you are. I don't give my name to anyone, especially you.
No, you go. I insist. After all, it's the courteous thing to do.
In other words, we're getting nowhere. And that's what the rest of the
Knock, knock.
Startled by that unexpected interrogation, I turned and intervened.
Who's there?
Annie. I recognized the voice at once. So when someone at the door was attempting to crack a joke, I played along.
You.
Annie, wanna home?
It wasn't born yesterday. I was pretty certain it just Bob went around again, and I refused to play the fool. Naturally, I kept my cool and normal.
State president.
We're here to see a guy about a horse.
I knew it was a joke, but I was all business.
Alright, then what's the password?
1, 2, 3, 4.
It was the easiest password in the book. In fact, it was so anyone ever would have actually used it.
Alright, come on in.
But of course, it wasn't just Bob out there. It was all of us.
We all came.
And that's when we finally met the princess.
And what was your reaction to finding her there after she had broken into your house and a couple?
I thought it was pretty awesome.
Like a dream come true.
I thought it was a bit of a joke, personally.
No, it was more like fate, the destiny. It was kismet, you might say.
It was still a bit suspicious at best.
Nah, it was just a young gal looking for a place to stay, was all.
What about you?
I said the same thing. That's all those things. That's exactly how it was, in my opinion.
Very interesting. Okay, so go on. What happened next?
Well, Marie gained another princess. Meanwhile, the good queen is back at her castle.
And she knew that the hunter would fast one on her.
The evil queen, all along, had believed the huntsman's story to be true, but only when she beckoned her majesty.
Come hither, Mir.
And once it came to her, she had realized the husband hadn't entirely been truthful with her.
What say, Mir?
What say you, my queen?
Tell me I am beautiful, Mir.
You're fair, my queen.
But that was not enough to quell the queen's candidate.
Mir, Mir on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
As it was when you last asked of me, and it shall be until her untimely end, the princess Snow White is undoubtedly and unquestionably the fairest of them all, my queen.
And from that moment on, the evil queen vowed against Snow White's life. She knew if this most evil deed were to be done, it would have to be done by her own evil hands.
And what was her plan?
Simple. Give her a poison apple.
A poisoned apple? You just how does one make a poisoned apple?
I'm glad you asked. It's really simple. Especially so in the hands of the people of apple.
Good evening, my pretties, and welcome to Wicked Stepmother's Kitchen. Today we'll be serving up the handiest little gem for knocking off your ice cream. I like to call it Apple My God. Now, but before we begin, let me welcome my sovereign assistant, Igor. First, we need our main ingredient. Igor, do you have the apple? Lovely. And did you bring the poison? Now, this truly is the simplest recipe of them all. All it takes is a little inspiration, ingenuity, and the tiniest dash of revenge. And you're having yourself the deadliest apple you've ever made. But before we begin, the apple we'll be using must be completely dehydrated beforehand. After all, it's a versatile apple to soak up every last ounce of liquid death. It must be completely void of all moisture. For this next step, let me welcome our special guest, the Big Bad Wolf.
My pleasure, Wicked Man.
Now, as I was saying, for this recipe, we need our apple to be completely dehydrated. Wolfie, do your thing. And just like that, we have the least juiciest apple you ever did see. Thank you, Wolfie. Now, for this recipe to work, we need the proper tools, Igor, as well as the proper ingredients. Now, this truly is the simplest recipe. All it takes is a dash of poison, bottoms up, tiny bit of salt, mix gently, and now we wait 6 short hours while our thirsty little apple soaks up every last ounce of liquid death. And voila. A poisoned apple. That's sure to knock them dead if she's scattered. Care for a taste, Igor? Join us next time when we uncover the lost arts of freshly baked gingerbread and the enticing effects it has on our lost little children in the woods. Until next time, I'm your little stepmother. When saying good food means good riddance. Goodbye and until next time on Wicked Stepmother's Kitchen.
Ooh, juicy. I love it. And as they always say in stories like these, the storyline has just become offensive. Whatever. Stay tuned. When we come back, the evil queen pays Snow White a visit with a poisoned apple.
Or will she give him the karate chop smash he deserves?
I'm sure what everyone is wondering is how will the princess ever survive and live happily ever after?
Will she ride off into the sunset?
Or will the fates align against her?
For a story to be believable,
Or better yet, hysterical.
All this and more when we come back.
Sunday, Blowout Price's all new and used carriages. This Sunday only at Center Star on Roads, Magical Sales, Extravaganza.
This Sunday only, get the Lake Town Country Style carriages priced only 60 gold coins.
Hurry.
Hurry on in, the 20th century models with 2, 4, all of the 6 horsepower start at only 80 gold coins.
Don't wait, these magical prices won't last long.
That's right, these prices won't last long. In fact, magic disappears precisely at the stroke of midnight. So come on over to Magical Sale Extravaganza only at Center Sale Automotive, where we make new and used carriage dreams come true.
Welcome back as we do the exciting conclusion of our tale. So, for those just tuning in, the evil queen had just faced the poisoned apple.
that's right. That should be disguised. Otherwise, no way would I recognize her immediately.
And since she was so improved, I better disguise it out with Carmen Miranda.
Alas, no. Her masquerade was more convincing and classical.
It ain't no mask, it's the mask you would have worn.
Oh no, her mask has been way more romantic for sure.
How we make the music of the night.
That's ridiculous. You can't be serious. Seriously, anyone would have seen through those disguises. What she needed was something simple and unflattering. A disguise that wanted your attention. Something sympathetic and warm. She disguised herself as a simple old
And then the evil queen knocked on the door.
Knock, knock.
Owls.
Owls who?
You can say that again.
Now seriously, who's there?
Ivana.
Ivana.
Ivana, come in. Open the door already.
You're not really Ivana, are you? Seriously, who's out there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange gonna let me in.
But this weren't no last matter. That's right. That's when the old strode walked in like Chelsea plays.
I'm looking for the person in charge.
And seeing that we dwarves have in minds, that made Snow White laugh and got it.
That's me. I'm in charge here. What's the secret?
Let's just say I got a little score to settle.
And that made Snow White in my furious.
Look, we don't want to trouble here. Just what kind of score do you reckon is that for?
An apple score.
An apple score?
Not an apple score.
What if I say?
Not any. See, I got these apples for sale. Best apples on this side of the Mississippi. Best apples any old soul ever did see. You follow it?
I follow it.
Ain't no one ever taken a liking to any of the apples I sell.
Dang. Well, that's an understanding. I never find an apple I didn't get like it too. Seems downright hard to believe that anyone might have turned out a good apple.
Second they have, ma'am, begging your pardon, but I need to show them the error of their ways. So to speak, I have with me the most succulentest apple one ever did see. One taste you'll agree.
Well, if the apple tastes me what, it definitely tastes me good. Lay it on me, sister. Do your worst.
The queen took 10 spaces. Where instead the princess ran.
Draw.
According to light, the evil stepmother tossed the apple to Miss Snow White.
What happened next?
Miss Snow White ripped the stuff to be fastened and drawn to divide the apple fastened in St. Olsen's hand.
Oh, Sue. Oh, man.
Told you so.
What happened next?
The apple was poisoned, remember?
Oh, right. So then, what happened next?
Only the most awful and tragic thing you can think of. Snow White, our friend, fairest
mean she died, as in she was really dead?
Yes, when we returned, I must have there. I thoroughly examined her. And she was only nearly dead, but
Tragically.
dramatically,
Physically.
jokingly, mysteriously, really most certainly dead.
Oh my, oh my. I never realized how much of a tearjerker this story was before.
Oh, it is, but you must remember, our story isn't over yet. There's still hope.
There is? How can there be hope in a time like this?
Oh, there's hope. There's always hope. Just wait and you'll see.
Okay, when we come back, well, I guess there's always hope. Here's hoping for the best right after this message.
Someone ate my porridge.
Someone ate my porridge.
Someone ate my porridge. It's all gone. Someone sat in my chair.
Someone sat in my chair.
Somebody sat in my chair, broke it into pieces.
Have you been victimized, injured on the job, or otherwise wronged by the crimes of others? I'm Little Red Riding Hood, law firm Granny Midas and Hood, and we're on your side. We're here to get you the compensation you need for all your unhappily ever afters. While Prince in the Kingdom, I pricked my finger on the job done to a 100-year slumber. Luckily, the law firm from Granny Midas and Hood got me the compensation I need for all my lost time on the job.
When my sister and I were kidnapped and nearly eaten by an awful witch, Granny Mice and Hood were there to save the day.
They got us a settlement so big, now we can buy a gingerbread house or marry egg.
I got tired of everyone calling me an ugly duckling, so I went to Granny Midas and Hood for help. Valid defamation and libel suit on my behalf made everyone who slandered my name pay the price for their wrongdoings.
If you've been wronged, Granny Mice and Hood will work for you.
Granny Mice and Hood, you'll get your cash whether you deserve it or not.
And we're back. So, last of her story, poor Snow White was dead. Is that right? Darn. And you're certain she was, you know.
Got a question? Solve for yourself.
Time
1,000 hours, roughly.
Question?
Apple.
Apple?
Sorry, strike that. Make it poisoned apple.
I see. Victim?
The fairest of them all.
Her name is?
The princess.
Her name, please, for Christian.
Of course, of course. It's Snow White.
No, it can't.
It's true.
Perpetrator?
Unknown.
Your suspects?
Well, the evil stepmother is always good to lead, but we have no clear suspect to connect her to the crime.
But who done it didn't really matter. For in that very moment, it's Prince, the handsome Prince.
Oh man, it was hilarious.
No, it was romantic.
Are you kidding me? The Prince of the Total Beautiful.
Let them judge for themselves, I guess.
Good day, peasants.
Finally, Stoy's Prince had come.
I've come to rescue your princess in distress.
Well, you're too late.
Too late? That's impossible. I owe it to Raphael some time to save the day.
See? Goofball.
Still handsome and frolic, but the dwarves were right. It was too late. The princess was lost.
Sorry, Princey, but you're too late. The princess is beyond saving.
Nonsense. He's just sleeping. Up to fool's kiss.
Told you so. But still, the valiant prince refused to give up hope.
Alright, well perhaps this is the last hope when from move to the palace stairs and you will wait. A perfect fit.
The prince became distraught. Nothing he could do would revive the fallen princess, but still refused to give up hope.
I know.
What?
I know how to save her.
What do you mean?
The bee is supposed to be sleeping upon her feet. Help her.
Ah, here it is. The bee is what must have been causing the princess to sleep so soundly.
B. I'm not sure for that.
Yeah, me neither. What is that anyway?
A bee.
No, that's a spittle. A balled up glove, like
Probably just the next one.
or belly button. Huh?
Yes.
Where on earth did this come from?
Underneath your mattress.
That's not what I heard. Now that I look at it, I know exactly where this came from.
Here's where it came from. Bottom line is, that it's all odds. I've seen
And so the handsome and charming prince got down on one knee,
Thus it seems your stories will bring us together.
pulled out his grandmother's engagement ring,
Bring us together as husband and wife.
and proposed!
Please say we're
And they all lived happily ever after.
Whoa, excuse me?
They all lived happily ever after.
No, sorry, that's not the end of our story.
But you're the romantic door.
Yeah, so?
You mean to tell me she didn't say yes?
Yeah, why would you marry some random person? That's not romantic, that's creepy. Yeah.
But he was a prince.
And?
And I mean, he was handsome and charming.
And?
I mean, didn't he sweep her off her feet and ride off into the sunset?
No, how is that romantic? They really wanted him.
Didn't she marry the prince?
No.
What about your love? What about their happy ending? How can a fairy tale end without a wedding?
This story has true love, happy ending, and a wedding. Otherwise, why would I even care?
What about the evil queen and Snow White and the kingdom they left behind?
Oh, she would take care of that part too. Oh, does she ever take care of that queen?
Well, what? Shall we what?
Shall we get anything like it really happened?
As it was and as it shall be remembered for all eternity.
The ending of Snow White's story that no one has ever heard before. Full of twists, secrets. Yes, what if it really truly happened?
Yes, we should, we shall, we must. All the greatest poets seek truth to be. Isn't that what this tale, the most beautiful of them all, really is all about?
Yeah, sure. But all joking aside, we follow tell it like it is. Who are we trying to fool anyway?
I say we tell it exactly how it happened. After all, it is pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, and mysterious.
Yeah,
Yeah, and romantic.
yeah.
Yeah, and hilarious too.
And awesome. So shall we get to the awesome ending, the way it really happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Alright, so here it goes. Take it away, Weeby.
So, as I was saying, the handsome and charming prince got down on one knee, pulled out his grandmother's engagement ring, and proposed!
Please say you'll marry me.
Excuse me?
Come on, let's get on with it. All is these are my needs. I'm not used to this.
What a song.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Princess Snow White.
Does she mean Her Majesty or Queen Snow White now?
Right, Her Majesty the Queen, the real Snow White, everyone.
What's going on here? Who are you? What's with the gap?
This? Oh yeah, this. This is nothing. I'm not a princess anymore. I just plan to see you. But I love your work.
And what are you guys doing here?
We're telling your story.
Why?
Inquiring minds want to know?
I'll tell you why, because it's romantic, funny, mysterious, poetic, folksy, and true.
And awesome. Don't forget awesome.
It is. Why? It's a tale of the century.
Very well, but that's not what I meant. What I meant was why the time of you telling my story. I should be the one telling it. You can help me, but as long as I have a say.
As you wish, Your Majesty, as you wish. Someone give the Queen a chair. Oh, unless you prefer a throne, that is.
Not at all. No chair.
Oh my, it's true. She really is the fairest of them all.
Of course she is.
Thank you. Now, what do I do?
Just tell your story, sister. But no offense or anything, if you can keep it brief, that'd be great. We're already over time.
Aw, what's the rush?
Surely let the endings be told properly.
No, seriously, we have to hurry this up.
No problem, Heidi. If you can tell it fast, we can tell it fast. Take it away, princess.
Very well, thank you. Now, where were we?
So once again, as I was saying, the handsome and charming prince got down on one knee, pulled out his grandmother's engagement ring, and proposed!
Will you marry me?
Oh, but Snow White never had any intention of marrying that prince after all. She only just met him.
Ew. No thank you. I mean, thank you for saving and all. That was very kind of you, but no, I cannot marry you. After all, we've only just met, and I can't marry someone I just met.
Of course you can. This is a fairy tale.
Yeah, that's not my happy ending.
It simply wasn't true love.
I'm really sorry, but my heart belongs to another.
Snow White, hightailed it out of there.
Later.
Oh, what do I mean?
And then I made my way directly to the castle to face the queen.
Well, she got off the place with all the guards. She had to go in. She pulled the bed and ran to the castle. So she arrived there only to find out that her evil stepmother had imprisoned the husband.
That's right, the husband of the queen put to death that very afternoon.
Oh my, did she save him?
We're running out of time, remember?
Oh yes, continue.
I knew I had to get in there, so I knocked on the door.
You bet she did!
Who's there?
The fair.
Fair, we're not having a fair. Who's there, I say?
The fair.
That makes no sense at all. Seriously, who named a kid the fair? I'll ask you once again. Who's there?
The fair.
Alright, fine. The fair who?
The fair's one of them all.
And right there and then it was just Miss Snow White and the evil queen.
So you still think you're the fairest of them all, do you?
That's what I do.
But you gotta ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, princess?
You done right, I do.
Snow White rushed, or the evil queen rushed Snow White and they fought. Naturally, Snow White truly outsmarted the evil queen.
Look, a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
T-Rex maneuver. Nothing makes the beast the T-Rex maneuver.
I was able to release the husband, but the queen called for guards.
Guards, intruder in the castle.
The guards rushed Snow White and the friend, and they tried to fight off the best they could. And as looked as all hope was lost.
What? No, get away from there. Stay away from that mirror.
It is often writ that time stops for no man. But in this chance encounter between a fair princess and a magic mirror, time slowed to a near halt. The reflective glass brimmed upon its footing, teetering and tottering and teetering. And the evil queen, with a nervous dread, swayed with it, to and fro and to. For the magic mirror was a symbol of her great power and dominion over all the kingdom. And as it slowly fell upon the cold earth, she knew her kingdom fell with it.
Oh! And that's all it took to defeat the evil queen.
But it wasn't quite over yet.
What? No, wait. But no, dude, don't just stand there. Get them.
But the mirror's broken. See, the guards have been cursed by it all this time. Held captive by the power of the evil queen's mirror. Once the mirror's broken, the dark curse everyone.
And the true loyalty is the true heir to the
What? No, this isn't how it's supposed to end. I'm the fairest of them all. I'm the fairest.
Hush you. There was only one thing to be done about that.
Take her away. She will move on if we go on next time.
Oh, you just wait and see. I'll get you my pretty little hunting red too.
You were great.
Yeah, you were great. We're trying to fight like that.
Oh, a little hunting red.
It was true love!
No one knows what happened to the evil queen. She was never poisoned. And Snow White was crowned queen the very next day.
In a bit of poetic justice, the huntsman who was to be executed that day had the honor of placing the crown upon Snow White's head.
And you have become the most fairest queen you'll ever go to. And the funniest.
And not long after that, she and the huntsman were wed. Oh my goodness, how romantic. Oh, I just love a good wedding.
And after the wedding, the kingdom after a rocking party, the kingdom has ever seen.
And we all live happily ever after. Now, I would like to thank our audience. I our fairy tale players. Heidi and the Seven Doors. The applause guy. And myself, the announcer. Okay, thank you for coming and supporting our middle school production of the Snow White Variety Show.
And just real quick, if we can get a round of applause for our directors, the teachers, and Mrs. Paulson. They put so much work in. And for the parents and grandparents that came today, thank you for coming. We welcome you into the school always. And with that said, we are dismissed. Teachers, take charge of your class.